Have you ever found one of those companies where you were just like, this is super cool company and here's all my money? Well, I have actually recently found one of those companies that I'm so excited to tell y'all about, and we're gonna do an unboxing. Hey y'all, welcome back to Grains and Grit. My name is Felicia, and on this channel, I talk all things real whole grains from a biblical perspective. I teach you how to mill wheat, various recipes with grains, and also just how to incorporate them in your regular life. Okay, so as I mentioned, this is a company, I think they showed up in like an Instagram ad or something like that, and I was immediately drawn in and had to know more about this company. And on top of that, they were promoting one of my favorite foods, which is authentic Mexican food. And do not click away if you're like, I don't like Mexican food. Of course you do. Everyone loves tacos. I don't know anyone who doesn't love tacos. And this is about to really elevate your taco game. In fact, comment below and tell me what your favorite taco is, because I'm curious to know. But as I mentioned, this channel is all about real whole grains. And I know that here in the United States, we mainly think about wheat. That kind of is our main grain, but we forget about corn, which is the staple grain for a whole lot of people here in the Americas. But unfortunately, corn is definitely one of those grains that is genetically modified. And a lot of the corn that we now get, it's your stereotypical, just your yellow corn, maybe some white corn, but typically you're just really consuming that sweet yellow corn. But corn is just as diverse of a grain as wheat is. And everyone seems to be interested in your heirloom and heritage wheats like einkorn, emmer, spelt, kamut, but no one really talks about our heirloom or heritage corns because yes, y'all, believe it or not, they're out there. And this is one thing that really caught my eye with this company. And the company that I'm mentioning is Masienda. And Masienda, as the name implies, does really much specialize in masa harina, which is necessary to make those corn tortillas for all of your beloved Mexican foods and other types of foods as well. And if you're really into making your own tortillas like I am, you pretty much quickly realize that masa harina, which is what is made from nixtamalized corn. I've done a video all about that. And masa harina is generally dominated by one company mentioned here. And unfortunately, this company, this is the main brand that you've probably seen in the stores with some other brands as well, but they are the dominant brand. And unfortunately, it's pretty much all the same type of corn, not super exciting. And they have been tested to have genetically modified corn in them. They have been contaminated with that, unfortunately, even though Mexico has really fought against the GMO corn coming from the United States. And that's why I'm just really excited to introduce to y'all this company, Masienda. Now, really quick about them before I do the unboxing. Masienda was actually founded by a fellow Floridian. His name is Jorge Gaviria. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But of course, he is from Miami and was raised by Cuban and Mexican parents. And he realized that, of course, with being from his Mexican and Cuban heritage, corn and the corn tortilla was definitely a huge part of his diet. And he just kind of realized as he got older that it was really lacking in flavor and variety. And so he did something that I think is so awesome. He sought out to really find out what the corn tortilla really should taste like. And in doing so, he was able to actually find these small heritage farmers that are still there in Oaxaca. We're talking about the farmers that have been saving their seed for generations, probably since the Aztecs. And these are corn grains that we would consider in the wheat department. These are the heritage or the ancient type grains, but it's dealing with corn. Red corn, blue corn, these that, especially in the United States, we just don't really see it anymore. And that's because the corn industry is mainly dominated by your stereotypical yellow sweet corn that is genetically modified. And so not only are these corns not genetically modified, but they are true heritage and heirloom corns. And on top of that, purchasing from Masienda is supporting those small farmers in Mexico and encouraging them to keep this up so that we do not lose these amazing, flavorful heirloom corn varieties. And in doing so, we definitely reap the benefit by having amazing corn tortillas that are absolutely the best. Personally, I do like supporting small businesses and not supporting the big, huge, major conglomerates, big pharma, big ag, all the things. And if you are the same way as well, then be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and comment below, yes, I like to stick it to the man. And just let me know, in general, do you love real food? Do you love real whole grains? Then you are my people. You are definitely my people. Full disclosure, before we do this unboxing, what I'm about to unbox may surprise you, but hang on, because I'm gonna explain some more things in a minute after I do the unboxing. Okay, so here is what I was sent by Masienda. Now do know this video is not sponsored. They did send me these items because I hunted them down and I wanted to try their stuff. So I really sought them out because I just love everything they're doing and I'm really looking forward to trying these out. Okay, so first off, this is the box that I was sent. Now, it was in a larger box for shipping, of course, but I just went ahead and got that out because that's boring to see me open. But this is it. I love this. The Better Masa Company. I guess we forgot the Y. Masienda, welcome to La Familia. And I'm happy to be here. But this is the inside of the box. And I have to say, I love their packaging. Up front, we have from the box, taste the masa rainbow. All 4 types of masa are stunning and taste like the delicious nixtamalized whole kernel corn flours that they are, but there are some subtle flavor nuances. And then eat with your eyes. Pair the masa with whatever you're serving. There's no right way to enjoy it. Que la disfrutes. Sorry if I mispronounced that. And I asked my husband what this meant. I think he basically said it meant enjoy, but I cannot remember what he said, and he's not here for me to ask. So that I really like, I'm upset. I really like the box. I think it just looks cool. And then here, this is the actual masa harina. So this is not the whole corn grains. And I know you're like, but Felicia, you don't do flour here. Hold up. I will explain in a minute. But first of all, unboxing. Let's just admire this. So these are 2.2 pound bags, and you can see that they are certified by the non-GMO project, which is super cool, which means these have been tested by the non-GMO project and no genetically modified corn or ingredients has been found in these products. You can see that one better. That's the label you're always looking for if you're concerned about GMOs. But this is the white corn, and these are all 2.2 pounds or 1 kilogram, and they make about 84 tortillas. So this is the white, this is the blue, and again, these are all heirloom. This is the yellow corn, and also the red corn, which I have to say is I'm the most excited about because I have never had red corn. And then they have that little saying as well. Let me know, comment if you speak Spanish. Let me know what this says in the comments below. Okay, so again, this is their masa kind of starter pack, and I wanted to try a little bit of everything. Really looking forward to it. You can just buy one or two mix and match. This is just the big starter kit, but you can buy them individually. So this is the corn flour, the nixtamalized corn flour, which is what you need for corn tortillas. You cannot just mill some corn and make tortillas. They have to be nixtamalized, which means the corn has been soaked in a calcium lime solution. And then I do plan on doing another updated video because it's been a while using their corn, because yes, they not only have the corn flour, but they have the corn as well. But that is another video and I'm really excited about. In order to do tortillas, you gotta have a press. And this is the Doña Rosa tortilla press. Now I already have one. This is from Oaxaca with love. So Oaxaca is one of the states of Mexico. You need to have a tortilla press. And this one, the ones that they have, this is a bit bigger than the one that I have. I'm getting it out. Oh, hold on, there we go. Okay. Packaged very well. I will say packaged very well. It is not damaged in the slightest, just a little dusty to be predicted, but I like the size of this one. This is nice and heavy. It is definitely made with metal, and this is what came with it. And let me actually see. So this tells you about Doña Doña Rosa Tortilla Press. So it tells you about the press. Beautiful, beautiful brochure. I love the paper, very high quality. Yeah, they actually give you tips for a puffy corn tortilla, which is what you want. You're always looking for the puff. Beautiful photography. And I love the style, a very kind of vintage, but yet you can tell an authentic type of style. And they also gave this, which in order to use a tortilla press, you don't just put the corn, the masa in here, it's gonna stick. You always need something in here. And usually, like in my other one, I actually have cut out the plastic grocery bags. Yeah, I am not a bag. I'm your new tortilla press liner. Please don't throw me away. Yeah, because you need a liner for your tortilla press. And so let me see. Okay, let me see how this one. Okay. Oh, cool. Yeah, so they tell you here you want, oh, it is, okay, it is actually in bag format. But that's really cool because now they have you where you cut out so you can easily make a circle instead of trying to guess. And it does say that while ink may flake over time, don't worry, it's food safe and FDA approved. So this is food safe, obviously, but you cut it around here. And then I really like the measurements. I typically do not have this. So this says this is your top sheet. So you can actually see the tortilla size, whether you're making a 4-inch, I don't know if you can see that, that's very faint, 4-inch, 5-inch, 6-inch, or 7-inch tortilla. So that is super cool to actually have the measurements on there. I have not had that before. And obviously you can go bigger. So this is the press. I love this because it comes in different colors. You can choose your color. I chose this one. It is beautiful. And this, it is heavy, but you want it to be heavy. I mean, this is solid. I want to say steel. I will have to check. I'll put it up here on the screen when I remind myself what this is made of. But bottom line, it's solid metal, but that's what you want. Now time to explain why I have flour. Okay, so before all my faithful viewers freak out the fact that I am actually saying to buy flour on this channel, because if you don't know, I typically say mill it yourself to not buy the flour. Now, corn is actually different. And as I kind of hinted to before, and if you've seen my other videos, you already know this. When we nixtamalize corn to have the masa harina that you use for corn tortillas and other things too, if you like tamales, you know, those type of dishes, you're using the nixtamalized corn. And you can do this yourself from the whole corn, which is definitely the best option. You're going to have the freshest flavor, the most nutrients. Just like when grinding your wheat, you're going to have the most nutrients whenever you do it yourself, you mill it yourself, all of that stuff. But it does take work. And even me, y'all, confession, I keep masa harina on hand because sometimes I want a quick taco night, okay? I want a quick Mexican night, and it's nice to already have the masa harina on hand as opposed to, you know, the time that it takes, you know, the 24-hour process and the time that it takes to actually nixtamalize my own. So again, a video is coming up soon where I will review their nixtamalizing kit that they have. It's a whole starter kit, which is awesome. So you can start doing this yourself with the corn that the masa harina is made from. But just know, when it comes to masa harina, it is a whole grain flour. It has not been sifted. It has not been altered or anything like that. Basically, what you get here is what you would get if you were to do it yourself. The only difference is when you do it yourself, it's coming out wet as opposed to they have clearly dried this in order to make it dried. And actually, let me look in the back. Yeah, because all that it says is their ingredients is 100% single origin heirloom corn, non-GMO, and a trace of lime, which the lime is the calcium lime that you use to nixtamalize it. So they're not even adding in any extra preservatives or anything like that. This is it. It's just dried. So you can now keep it yourself. And I'm actually trying to see. Yeah, I don't think you, it does say best before November 21st, 2024. So this video is done in June. So that gives me June, July, August, September, October. So 5 months. So this is something that if you want to store to have corn tortillas on hand for later, you're going to want to store the corn itself and then the calcium lime so you can nixtamalize it yourself when you want it. But I do recommend that if you do want to start making your own corn tortillas, have some of this on hand, especially buy this first before you actually invest in the things that it takes to nixtamalize your own. See if you like it. Learn how to do corn tortillas when it's easy and then step up your game. And it does give you the directions on the back of them, how to make them. And another word about Mexican food. If you're like, I didn't really like Mexican food, first of all, you're kind of weird because everyone does. And you probably have never had authentic Mexican food, but word to the wise, if you want amazing, good food that tastes amazing, but cheap, you need to learn Mexican food. Y'all, we're talking about beans, rice. They use so many fresh whole vegetables like the tomatoes, all the different types of peppers. These are all cheap produce goods, onions, garlic. This is all cheap food that you can have actual real whole foods, real whole grains. So do not dismiss it. Let me know in the comments below. I'm thinking of doing like a course or series about especially Mexican cooking, because it is a way to eat well, to feed your family really good food, but for pennies. So let me know in the comments below if you are interested in that, in a course or something. I don't know what series of videos. Just let me know because again, I know that we're all feeling it in the grocery store when it comes to the grocery budget, but I don't think anyone wants bad food. We want good food. We just need to save some money, and Mexican food is definitely the place to do it. So again, if to check all of this out, I do recommend check out Masienda's story. It is amazing. It hooked me from the beginning. I absolutely love it. grainsandgrit.com/Masienda. I will also link it down below. You can get your press, you can get your masa harina, and then if you just want to go ahead and get ahead of the ball game and jump into nixtamalizing your own corn, they have a starter pack for you, the corn that you can buy as well, and it's all non-GMO heirloom corn. You are supporting these small farmers that are keeping these grains alive, which is so important now, especially because corn in the United States is genetically modified and thus taking over the world. And y'all, we have a duty as grainies, as grain lovers, to stop that. So thank you so very much to Masienda for sending me these amazing goods, and I cannot wait to try them out. And thank you for allowing me to bug you via email to get a hold of y'all because I just really love everything that they do at that company. And as always, hope y'all have a wonderful day, and check out these videos here if you want to learn about nixtamalization and nixtamalizing your own corn. I do plan on updating these soon, and y'all have a great day. Bye.